Hello, this is
Hello.
Manisha. Hey, this is Manisha. I am a Fulbright FLTA from Tajikistan. I am actually a formal Fulbright FLTA from Tajikistan at the University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia, in the United States. I created a YouTube channel like 3 weeks ago just to encourage people who are to encourage and motivate at the same time people who are passionate about going to the United States and teaching their native languages. And I have actually promised that I will be interviewing like Fulbrighters from all over the world. And today we have a guest. We have a Fulbright FLTA from Central Asia, specifically from Uzbekistan. Welcome, Miss Leyla Mirsalieva. And I really appreciate your time and that you accepted my offer to share your firsthand American experience. Thank you
Hello,
so
it's my
much.
pleasure. It's my pleasure, Manisha. How are
Thank
you
you.
doing? I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing okay.
It's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure to be interviewed by you.
Oh, thank you so much. So, if you're ready, I have some questions for you to be answered. My first question would be, so could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, as you told, my name is Leyla Mirsalieva. I'm from Uzbekistan. I'm currently at the University of Georgia in the USA teaching Uzbek and sharing my culture with American students, along with learning English language proficiency and enhancing my proficiency in language and learning different teaching experiences here.
Wow.
Exactly, teaching languages. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Exciting. Thank you so much. So my next question would be how you decided to apply to this program? Like, was it something you planned for a long time? And how many times did you try to get selected to this program?
Yeah. Okay, well, a friend of mine, she's actually now she's an alumni of Fulbright T program, teaching excellence
Uh-huh.
and achievement. And actually, she was the person who inspired me to apply for Fulbright.
Wow.
But unfortunately, my first attempt, I failed. I
Wow.
applied for teaching excellence and achievement program. It's a program for secondary English language teachers, and it's a 6-week program. They have an experience, 40 hours experience in the American schools here. And then I made more research about this program, and I come across with this Fulbright FLTA, Foreign Language Teaching Assistant program. And I thought that it's a very unique opportunity, not only to learn English and American culture, but only to teach your language, to share your culture with Americans here. And so I decided to apply.
Wow, thank you so much, Leila. And my next question will be, what will you ask in the interview, like in your like FLTA interview? Do you remember? It's not something like
Yeah,
if you remember, of course.
yeah, it was a year ago, maybe more than a year ago. But anyway, I remember that I was asked about my teaching experience, about my educational background, and also I have been asked some questions about my own language. I mean Uzbek. I remember how I cited some poem in Uzbek.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
very
I actually
kind of
have watched
friendly.
some of your videos. You're so good in recitation.
Thank you very much. So yeah, it was a very friendly interview, friendly atmosphere. People are
Mhm.
very professional. There were several people from my country, professionals of Uzbek language from my country, from Fulbright program alumni, and some psychologists and a lot of people, several, maybe 10 of them. They interviewed me, and it was very nice, very friendly atmosphere. I do recommend to people who is going to take an interview to be very calm. It's so natural. It's so friendly. People are really very professional
Mhm.
for interviewing. Yeah,
Okay. And was it in-person interview or it was over Zoom?
it was over Zoom. It
Okay.
was COVID, and we
Yeah.
had it over Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah. The same.
Anyway, it's a very good experience. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Leila. And my next question would be like, what made you stand out from other applicants? And you are now
Oh,
successful here at the University of Georgia teaching Uzbek language. Like, what made
uh,
you special
uh,
among
what
other
made,
applicants?
mm, I think that my first recommendation to be natural and try to present all of your skills, all of your communication skill, because Fulbright FLTA program, it's first of all communication, interaction with diverse people. Fulbrighters from over than 55 countries come here and we work together. This is the skill of communication, interaction with people.
Mhm,
This is the first thing that you should show to these people who are
mhm,
there in Fulbright, in the charge
mhm.
of Fulbright.
Yeah, it's kind of a cultural exchange program, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's not even
we are told that we are cultural ambassadors.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, Leila. And my next question is like, is this like Fulbright FLTA program famous in Uzbekistan? Like, do many people know about this program or, like,
I think that people started to get to know about this program in Uzbekistan. I know several people who have participated already as a Fulbright Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program alumni. I know, and I know a couple of FLTA Fulbrighters in Uzbekistan. So I think that it's a rather famous program in Uzbekistan. Yeah,
okay. And
a
would you
great
be,
opportunity.
okay, sorry, go ahead.
It's a great opportunity. Why not? People are getting more interested in this program. Yeah.
Hmm, hmm.
Even now, many teachers, they contact me from Uzbekistan and they ask me about this program. They do want to participate to apply.
Wow, yeah. This is how it spreads.
Yeah,
They see one person like became successful, they're just, oh my gosh, like I also need to try. I also,
yeah. Why
yeah,
not? Yeah.
yeah, perfect. Like after finishing this program, when you go back to Uzbekistan, do you think that it will influence like to get more job opportunities in future for you?
Yes, sure. Why not? The first thing that I've learned here in USA, in the USA, that I learned my language better. I teach my language and I learned along with teaching, you know.
Yeah.
So, for example, I could have several, but unfortunately, right now I don't have time. But I could have several students online foreign students who want to learn Uzbek.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, a lot of
amazing.
job opportunities. But I'm planning to come back to my school.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I
Yeah.
want to continue my work there and
Yeah.
to enhance the opportunities of the students of my students who are waiting there for me, and I don't
Yeah.
want to change my job. I want to continue with them.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And yeah, as you mentioned, like teaching, like I think knowing a language does not mean that you can teach it, you know? Like
Yeah,
the
it's
same
different.
thing
Yeah,
happened to me is like I know Tajiki, but it doesn't mean that I can teach it. It doesn't mean that for 100% I'll be
same
successful
with
in
me.
teaching it?
Yeah. I got
So
it.
yeah,
So that's why we are learning. We are learning how to teach our language. Yeah, it's a
exactly.
great opportunity.
And it also influence how do you teach English back in your country, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Teaching
Yeah.
experience, how to teach. Like we gain this knowledge here.
Yeah. And my next question would be like, what was your first cultural shock? Like being as an Fulbright FLTA, I also had experienced lots of like cultural shocks. And one, I would say that one biggest was that like everything in the US is big. You go into the grocery stores, they're so big, immense, like Costco, Walmart, Kroger, what else? Publix, they're so big. You go into the cinemas, the seats are so big. You go into this restaurant, the portion of the food is so big. So, what was your culture shock?
Well, culture shock. Yeah, we had a lot of culture shock, but first thing that come to my mind now when you ask me about the culture shock is that Fulbright is a diverse program, diversity, like people from different
Indeed.
countries come and we meet different people. And this culture shock is like with different cultures. When something in your culture is differently interpreted in another culture, you know, traditions or maybe food,
Yeah.
anything. And this is tied to other Fulbrighters. I mean, in America here, I think that you will laugh, but lights were culture shock for me. Too much time to wait green lights. You know, yeah,
Oh,
you can
yeah,
spend
you
about 7, 6, 10 minutes waiting when this green light
exactly.
will
You need to be very patient in American
patient.
culture.
Yes, 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 yes. This was
And
very difficult.
this is a key word for everything, for anything you do in the
Yeah,
US, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Patience is something you need to kind of
Yeah,
learn.
learn. And the other thing is the public transportation system is it's a little bit different. And I do recommend people who are coming here to America, please, guys, bring your license, international license, or maybe you can get your license here. It's so easy
Wow.
to get license here in America. If you have your own car, I mean, if you rent a car, it's so easy. You know, here in America, if you want to explore America, you need your own car.
Yeah. And renting is not that much expensive, right?
No, not so much, not so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you have other Fulbright friends or somebody else to share with you, it will be very cheap for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Leila. And
Okay.
Leila, my next question would be like, what were your expectation before you came to the United States? Did you expect anything? Like, did you have a picture of the US and were your expectation met or like what happened?
Okay, of course, my expectations were a little bit higher. Like I thought that I will come to the place where multi-story buildings, which I get used to in my country,
The same
you
thing
know.
happened to me.
Yeah, I come and see these. I don't know. It's very beautiful. Now I love Athens. It's a lifelong love. I think I fall in love with Athens. But first, I was expecting big multi-story buildings and a little bit different atmosphere. But then I get to use to this place. This is a southern city, you know, you have been there here, and it's more
Yeah,
like you meet here a lot of nature that we are not get
I
used in
love
our
it.
country.
I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, so beautiful. Right now it's the early spring blooming time, and I just
Yeah,
enjoy. I just walk around the campus, and I just
yeah.
enjoy it.
You are telling me, and I am feeling what you are telling me. Yeah, yeah, indeed. This is a really beautiful city,
Beautiful
Athens.
place, yeah, beautiful city. People are lucky to
And
live here, actually.
and the city is very colorful, right?
Yes,
Especially
colorful,
right now, it's so beautiful.
yeah, blooming everywhere. All these, some even some plants I'm not acquainted with them, and I just go to internet to I Google them and find out so many interesting facts about these plants and squirrels all
Oh
over
my
the
gosh.
campus.
Yeah,
Yes, that's so
I
cute.
miss them a lot.
Yeah,
They're everywhere, everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah, they are. Thank you, Leila. And my next question is, what is your responsibility right now at your house institution? Like, what
Okay,
kind of
first,
responsibilities do you have?
my first responsibility is to teach my language. I have a student and I'm teaching Uzbek here. This is my first and foremost responsibility. And then I'm auditing classes.
Oh, and what is auditing classes?
So well, auditing it's when you are not graded. You are just auditing, and it's a non-degree program. Actually, Fulbright Foreign Language Teaching Assistantship, it's a non-degree program. You are just auditing. You're observing the classes. You are not graded. This is the
Okay.
difference from credit classes. When you take classes for credit, it's yeah, you are graded and you need to apply your assignments and everything. Like you have a lot of responsibilities. But we just come and sit and observe the classes, get the experience which we need. This is what we do
Yeah, it's
during
wonderful. I
PhD.
love it. And you
Yeah,
said like you are auditing classes. And what kind of classes are you auditing?
this semester, spring semester, I'm auditing race and ethnicity in America.
What is,
And
can you say it again? I'm sorry.
race and ethnicity in
Okay.
America. Yeah, it's a very amazing class, amazing professor. Last semester, I audit by your recommendation. I'm very grateful for you for this recommendation.
Thank
I
you.
volunteer in ESOL service learning class. Once a week, we went to American school and we taught there. I had a student, a third grade student. My
How
student
many
was,
students did you have?
I had only one.
Wow.
Yeah, I had only one. I taught her English as a second language. It's her second language. I taught her it was a reading program.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the program, at the end of the semester, we had a big, huge project. My student was so brilliant and she's so smart, really. So
Wow.
this was amazing opportunity, you know, to experience American educational system from inside. I learned
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
is
I'm so
indeed.
grateful for you for this advice.
Oh,
And
thank you
the
so much.
amazing professor, Dr. David Kisa, who
Yeah,
taught me a lot. I learned a lot from him.
he is amazing. He is
Yeah,
really amazing.
he's
He is
really amazing
really,
as a professor, as a person. Yeah, he had been in Uzbekistan
I
for several
know.
times. Yeah, you
And
know
he
this.
has so much love for Uzbekistan. When you say
Yeah,
Uzbekistan, he's like, oh my gosh, a love.
yeah,
Like
he,
he starts
yeah,
talking all his like
yeah.
Uzbek experience.
You know
Yeah.
how much support he gave me when he was the first person, American, who have been in Uzbekistan, and he knows so much about Uzbekistan, about educational system of Uzbekistan, because he contributed a lot in
Yeah,
the
I
system
know.
of assessment. And he's amazing. He was the first professor. He was the first person whom I met who was in Uzbekistan, and he knows so much about Uzbekistan. I talked to him the whole way he drove us to school
Oh,
on the way. So,
did he himself
yeah, he
drive?
drove. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's about an hour of drive, and we
yeah.
were talking a lot about Uzbekistan, about our culture, tradition, language. He was practicing Uzbek with me. So yeah, it was amazing
Yeah.
experience.
Oh, I'm
Very
so
grateful
glad
for
for
you,
you.
Manisha. Yeah, very
I'm
grateful
so
for you.
glad for you. Yeah, it was my pleasure. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
wow.
is our job actually. We need to kind of give advice for
Yeah,
future
I do
Fulbright.
recommend if someone is applying for FLTA program, I do recommend this ESOL service learning. Yeah, really.
Yeah, this is one of the class they should like they must take, right?
Yeah, it's must
As
take.
auditing, as you said, right? Not
Yeah,
for
yeah.
credit
We
as
just go and teach. We teachers, we get used to teaching, so it's not so difficult thing to do. You just go and teach the students, and each semester the program changes. In my case, it was a reading,
Mhm.
and I think that now they're working on some cultural project.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Leila.
You're welcome.
And my last question would be, what would you advise for future like FLTAs? What should they do and what they should not do in order to become a successful applicant?
Yeah, as I told about before that you know we should have been ready that we are cultural ambassadors. We are the face of our country. We should know more about our country because a lot of questions while giving presentations. For example, here at the UGA, I gave about 5, 6 times of presentation in different departments, and people are really very interested. Some people, yeah, I know that I met a lot of people who even never heard about Uzbekistan, and
The
it's my
same happened to
pleasure.
me.
Yeah, it's honor for me to present. You're the face of your country. You should be prepared well what to say, how to present your country. Of course, you should
Mhm.
present it in a better way because some
Mhm.
people even don't know where is it
Exactly.
Uzbekistan. So you are the first person that they meet here. You need to present your country, your language, your traditions, your culture, your food, everything, you know. And food,
Exactly.
by the way, is the best part. I love to share food. Yeah.
Because yeah, it's easy to kind of to get people's attention, right? If you
Yes,
bring
yes,
food, everyone is like, okay, what is this country
yeah,
about? We
yeah,
really, yeah.
yeah. Interested in this, yeah. Be prepared. Learn, search more about your country, about your language, and yeah, it's not so big deal, you know. You will meet a lot of people and from different cultures. Be prepared how to interact with people, how to communicate with people. how to make this friendship, this connection, because this is lifelong experience. This is the unique lifelong experience. I don't know. We are so happy to have this. I think that I'm very lucky to have to be the part of this Fulbright program. I'm so grateful.
Everyone who is in this program are lucky. Believe me.
Yeah,
so,
everyone.
Thank you so much, Leila, for sharing your amazing experience. Okay.
Thank you, Manisa. Thank you.
And I really appreciate the time you spend with me and with us, with audience. I'm going to post it like after we finish our meeting. I'm posting it on YouTube, Facebook, and people. I think it will be very useful for people who are applying for this program, and even for those who are already selected and who are going to the US. So it will give them an idea, what to expect from the United States. Thank you so much. And I know it's Sunday today, and we really appreciate your time. Your sacrifice for us. I know it's very it has to be your time, your quiet time, because tomorrow is Monday. So thank you, Leila, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And hopefully to see you somewhere. Like if people have some questions, they can write. They can.
For sure.
And we will share your email. And if they have any question, they can reach you out. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm always ready to help anybody who needs help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manisa. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for this
opportunity.
So much.
Bye.